Greetings, good life. I'm going to do a reading from my Benevolent Magic blog again here today. And this was originally published on Tuesday, September 13th, 2005. And it's called An Actor's Workshop. Try it and discover more about yourself. Many of you have experienced a sense of frustration lately. Some of you with the regulations that your society has set up in order to conduct itself efficiently and peacefully, since they at times seem to suppress and discourage your display of personality. The one thing about these kind of regulations, however, is that they very often allow for the unexpected. The unexpected, when it is entertaining, enjoyable, or otherwise harmless, is frequently considered a pleasantry by societies, at least those who enjoy artistic expression. I'm going to recommend that if you wish to be artistic and show that side of yourself, that there is a way to express yourself that does not harm society and does not harm you, nor bring any risk to you, and it's fun. If you can travel, even by bus or subway, or by vehicle of some sort, perhaps 5, 10, 20, 30 miles, from your home or more, to some place where you are completely unknown, as far as you know. Nobody knows you there, eh? Then I recommend that you wear clothes. You can buy them used, if that is what you can afford, or you could even in some cases rent them, or in other cases perhaps you could purchase them and enjoy the purchase. I'm going to recommend then that you wear clothes that are completely unlike what you normally wear. Think of yourself as an actor practicing a role. Let that role be benevolent, please, so that you do not scare people, nor cause undue concern. You don't want to do something in society that upsets people. Think rather about it as a role that might be considered glamorous, or attractive, or benevolent in some way. Make sure that it is something that would be fun to you. Perhaps something you've admired, but try to make sure that if you're not a doctor, don't wear a doctor's smock and stethoscope, for instance. We don't want you to be drawn into some emergency situation and have to try to pretend, eh? No. Make it something that's fun and enjoyable. Then, for that day, while you're there, you don't have to pretend to be something you're not. Just walk around and be different. And I'll tell you how you'll be different. You don't have to pretend to be different. You will simply notice that the way people react to you, wearing those garments, is entirely different than the way they might react to you otherwise. You will notice subtle differences, yes, but you will also notice differences that are totally unlike what you might have expected. This is not just to discover how it is to walk in someone else's shoes, as the saying goes. It is to discover aspects of your personality that are available to you that might improve the quality of your life. Many of you might very well have this inner thought. If only I could, This would be an opportunity then to experience that. It is unlikely that someone will come up to you and say, "What are you doing?" Meaning that they might know you. Perhaps they are there too. If in the unlikely event that happens, you simply say, "Oh, hi. I am practicing for a role I'm considering playing in a little theater group." Something like that. And that's not entirely untrue. The whole purpose of this exercise is to discover other aspects of your personality that you can display for your benefit. Many's the time in your life, especially when you are young and blooming in your personality, that you will experience a suppression of that either because of circumstances of the moment or conditioning of your culture. There are many possibilities. And then that aspect of your personality is submerged temporarily. You'd be surprised how many qualities you have to express as your unique self that when brought to the surface and allowed to be displayed might be something you'd enjoy. I wouldn't make a habit of doing this, but every once in a while it could be a lot of fun, not to fool people, but to discover what is there about me I don't know. Try it out sometime if you like. I think it will be fun. And remember, after you've had the experience, and you're back home, or even on the way home, make notes or try to remember what's the difference between how it was for me in this other location and how it is for me at home. Also, because then you'll make notes about how people interacted with you or how they reacted to you. Most importantly, how was I different wearing these other clothes and prompted by other people's reactions to me to display other characteristics about my personality? Do I like that in myself? Would I like to be that more? If you would like that, how can I be that at home so that I can be myself? It is a way to discover how to be yourself, especially if you are living in a situation in which people expect you to be only one thing, that which they've become used to in your being. So, find out about yourself and discover new talents, new capabilities, and discover that no matter how much people think of you as being one thing, there is much greater depth to you than you may have known before. Good life.